To make your brown veal stock, you will need fresh veal bones, a mirepoix of vegetables with a head of garlic sliced in half, tomato paste, an onion with the skin sliced in half, some red wine, this is optional, and a loose bouquet garni made of fresh thyme, peppercorns, bay leaves, chopped parsley, stems and leaves, or just stems, and a green part of a leek, sliced. Place the veal bones on a roasting pan. Oops. Leave some space between them a little bit. Bake them in the preheated oven. Bake them for about 45 minutes or until golden brown, and halfway through you will flip them to make sure they roast evenly all around. There is something we use in classic French cuisines called arôme pétrel. What is it? It's like burnt caramelized onion, and it comes in a bottle in 1 liter, and it's a black thick liquid. We use that to enhance the flavor and the color of brown veal stock. This product is not sold in North America, so let me show you how to make your own. Heat a pan on high heat, add a little bit of vegetable oil, like a teaspoon, move the pan around to make sure the fat goes everywhere. Then the onion that you cut in half, place it down into the fat. Make sure it doesn't stick, and already you can smell the fragrance of the onion. It's fantastic. Can you smell that at home? Turn it off and place the whole pan in the oven. Bake it for about an hour until it really becomes blackened. So burn it. This is the only thing you're allowed to burn in the kitchen. Cut your mirepoix into 1-inch pieces. So you want a large mirepoix because a brown veal stock is going to cook for 12 hours, up to 24 hours in the food industry. We let it simmer slowly, and time to time we top it with fresh water again to make sure that the bones are totally covered by the liquid. Prepare your loose bouquet garni, so the green part of the leek sliced in 1-inch pieces and washed, of course. Your parsley. I'm using parsley leaves and stems because I have a lot. In the food industry, we will be using only the stems because we will be chopping the leaves to garnish. Then add the bay leaves, the whole peppercorns, don't crush them, leave them whole, and the thyme, just wash it. Mix everything. So this is going to be like a big bouquet garni, except that I'm going to put it loosely in the pot later on. Halfway through, take the bones out. Hot. Nice color. And turn the bones. Return the bones to the oven and let them roast. Wow, that's nicely browned. Add your mirepoix over with the garlic. There we go. Return the roasting pan in the oven for about 20 minutes to roast the vegetables now. Take the onion out. Deglaze the pan with some cold water and scrape the bottom of the pan in order to dissolve all the flavor from the onion. Get your stock pot and dump it in. So, look at the color of the water. You see how dark it is? This is flavor. The perfect color and the perfect flavor for a brown veal stock. Add the loose bouquet garni over the onion. When the onions start to brown, after about 20 to 30 minutes, then add the tomato paste. So, spatula, and spread it over on the bones, vegetables. You don't want to have a big amount of tomato paste. You would really want to spread it, that way it would cook faster and roast. Because the idea to cook the tomato paste is that it's bitter, so it doesn't taste really good. Turn the roasting pan to the oven for about 10 minutes to roast nicely the tomato paste here. And we keep the oven temperature the same, 450 the entire time. The tomato paste has started to brown, you see. So take it out. Turn off your oven. Transfer the bones and vegetables into the stock pot. Cover with cold water. Make sure the liquid totally covers the bones by about 2 to 3 inches. Bring it to a boil on high heat on the biggest burner of your stove. Then degrease the pan, so I'm going to warm up that pan now. And discard the excess of fat. This fat comes from the bones and the marrow. Then deglaze the pan. So I'm using red wine. This is optional, but recommended. If you don't want to use wine, use cold water. Then use a wooden spoon and dissolve all those bits of flavor here. Be careful not to burn yourselves since the heat is on. Then add the liquid to the pot. Look at this color. Rinse the pan. Nothing gets wasted. Cover with a lid and bring it to a boil. So this is what my stock looks like after 3 hours of simmering slowly. Don't worry about the fat. We will discard that later on when we will be degreasing the stock. Our brown veal stock has been simmering slowly for 12 hours. I have removed the scum with a skimmer and I have removed some of the fat too. So what I did while it was cooking, I went around with a small ladle and I just pick it up just to minimize the amount of fat. You see? Anyway, now we are going to strain it. To strain my brown veal stock, because the bones are pretty big, you want to use a conical strainer. It's a little bit stronger, it's more sturdy. So we also call it Chinese cap. You know why, right? Use a big ladle and pass all the stock through the strainer. So push down the liquid through the strainer to extract all the liquid. So press the solids. Do not attempt to push through the meat or the vegetables through the strainer. You just want to extract the liquid by pressing the solids. That way you will extract all the nice flavors of those ingredients. As I did a good job degreasing my stock while cooking, I don't have much left. So I'm going to use the hot method and the paper towel to finish it. Smells great. This is a great stock. Beautiful smell, nice color, the perfect color. It will be great to use that stock to make sauces, stew, and other food preparations.